It's definitely a short break between both series. We were lucky enough to be at home, or most of us at home, for that break. But I think that's really good, you know, when you have a series that you weren't altogether happy with, that you have another opportunity not too long after to do a bit of work in and to see where the growth is. And I think that will definitely be what we're looking for in this series, is that constant improvement, especially from the last one.
We've got a few focuses for this series. Obviously we want to improve from where we left off in the England series, but a lot of this week is about grinding out, grinding and training and grinding the wins and getting clarity on our structures.
The men are very different in terms of how they play and what their strengths are and what they bring to netball as a whole, and so I think that's quite exciting when you get to go up against them, not just in a training space, because most of us have trained against the men at some stage or another, but actually in a competitive environment with TV cameras and stuff like that, and that's when they really do bring their best as well. So it is exciting to see something new, some different opposition, and that'll definitely test our structures, and I don't think there's any better way to do it than 10 months out from the Commonwealth Games.
Their timing's different, their aerial game is very powerful and strong, their vision, because they can buy time in the air when they turn, their ball speed is quite phenomenal. So every time you play a different style, you learn a lot about your style and how it can counter that. You also have to be quite strategic in how you can set things up to win ball.
I certainly enjoy the physicality that the men's bring, and I think they bring a lot of flair, and they're very fast and agile and super athletic, so I'm looking forward to the challenge, and I think we've constructed multiple ways that we can combat that. It's whether or not we're disciplined enough to stick to those structures and execute them well.
We haven't really spoken too much about them, I guess, because we don't know too much about them sort of leading into the series. Obviously they've had lots of changes with, you know, personnel not being able to make it. So completely focusing on ourselves at the moment. I think we had enough to you know, look at after the England series. So been focusing on our structures and our game plan.
You hear talk from the fans are super excited to see this series play out. The men are excited, they love this opportunity to play us, so they'll definitely rise to the occasion. And I think their skills that they bring naturally, their ability in the air, their speed, all things that we have to combat with our play.
We actually don't know how much international we'll get between now and next year in July, so this is important, definitely, and we can't be thinking, you know, like this constantly changing, our calendar's constantly changing, we don't know necessarily who we're going to be up against, so every opportunity that we get to play in a competitive environment is key.